The hospital I can't even say hospital now. Hi, welcome to Fuerteventura. I've had quite a few requests from people asking if I can explain about the health system here and what happens if you come to live here. If you are under state pension age, UK state pension age, or pension age in another EU country, then you have three options basically. One, if you get a job and you start making National Health Service contributions, then you get covered, you and your dependents. The second option is you can actually opt to pay into the Spanish system, and I think currently that's about €65 per month if you are under 65, and it's about €150 a month if you're over 65. The other option is to take out private medical insurance, which is actually what we did. If you are above state pension age, so if you're drawing a UK pension or a pension from some other country in EU, you can get what in the UK is called an S1 form, and you can actually then get covered under the Spanish system. And that includes any dependents. So in our case, because Sue gets her state pension, we can get cover for both of us through that form. As far as the actual health services go, then if you're under the state system, then you can use a GP at one of the clinics here. The closest to us is in Corralejo. It's called Central Salud, salud being health in Spanish. And you can register with a doctor there. That they can handle minor emergencies, broken bones and things like that. They've got x-ray facilities. They can do that kind of thing there. Anything more, you need to go to the hospital. If you've got private health insurance, then you can visit some of the private doctors. We actually go to a clinic in Rosario, where there are actually two private clinics. Pretty good. You don't need an appointment. You can just walk in and see a doctor. They have x-ray facilities and things like that, so if the doctor thinks you need anything like that, then you can normally get it done straight away without having to wait. The other option really for getting healthcare is your EHIC card, the European Health Insurance card. That really is only meant for temporary stays and gives you just emergency cover. It wouldn't cover you for things like just going to see a doctor with a minor ailment. You'd have to pay for that yourself. As far as the hospital here is concerned, we do have first-hand experience of that. When we'd been here only a couple of months actually, Sue was taken very ill one night and I had to rush her in to the hospital where she was admitted, and I have to say it was all really good. They diagnosed her with pancreatitis within about half an hour. She was taken to a ward and got really good treatment. She was in for about 6 days. The wards comprise of a number of private rooms with 2 beds or 1 bed in. Sue was in a 2-bedded room, which was nice. Every room has its own ensuite bathroom. So many nursing staff around, you never have to go looking for a nurse. They're just in and out all the time, taking care of things. The cleaners were in about 3 times a day, cleaning the room. And the food was really good. All of this is rather unlike the UK, unfortunately. The hospital can handle certain things, although there are some specialities where they would send you to Gran Canaria or Tenerife. I think most of the heart specialists are in Gran Canaria, and a few other specialties where if you needed a serious operation, that's where you'd go. But overall, I think it's good here. I've never heard anybody really complain about it. In fact, we actually had a couple staying in the apartment next to us once, and during the stay she fell over and broke her hip, and she was obviously taken to hospital, and they gave her the option of having a hip replacement here or going back on an air ambulance or something and having it done in the UK, and she opted to have it done here under a travel insurance. And when she went back to the UK, she had to go to see a consultant there just for him to check everything over, and he was really happy with it. He said he couldn't have done the job better himself. So I think, things are pretty good here. As far as dentists are concerned here, then they're all private. There isn't any National Health Service for dentists. There are a lot around. Most of them I think are pretty good. The pricing seems to be sort of on a par with the UK and perhaps cheaper. I've actually taken out a dental insurance policy which only cost me about €90 a year, but it makes all the treatments very cheap. You know, I had a fill-in, I think that was about €15, and everything, even implants, are much cheaper using it. You know, an implant might be a third of the price that you'd pay if you were paying for the whole thing, so it's worth having. Well, that's about all I've got to say about the health system here. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you're not already. Please click like, and I'll speak to you again soon. And I'll just leave you with the sunset.